For potential flash flooding, the head of FEMA is in Waverly to see for herself how the town is still struggling a year after deadly flooding there.
Our chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley has been exposing the state's flooding crisis and its causes.
When the schools in this town were flooded out last year, they had hoped to revamp this old boot factory into a place where students could come to and start the fall semester. But instead, take a look. You can see that there are still mounds of dirt. The plumbing isn't finished here. The walls are still boarded up. This place will not be ready for students. The head of FEMA, Deanne Criswell, took a tour of the building and learned that they hope to have this factory revamped and ready to go by December for students. Until then, students will continue to go to other schools in the county. It's proof of how this town is still impacted by the floods nearly a year later. WSMV4 Investigates has been reporting that Waverly is a microcosm of sorts of the state's flooding crisis, and we've found that the existing infrastructure in place, like culverts, aren't always big enough to handle the amount of rain we're seeing. And as a result, neighborhoods and towns are flooding.
I think that we are seeing some areas of that across the country, and I would put it on the local officials to do the appropriate assessments to identify whether their infrastructure is going to continue to be able to support the future weather events that we're seeing.
And we haven't just been reporting on the recovery here, but also where the crisis started. And one of the places in this town is Trace Creek. WSMV4 just went into Trace Creek. And when you see what we found inside, you will see why people here believe it could very easily be the source of another deadly flood. You will see what we found when WSMV4 investigates tonight at 10. I'm Jeremy Finley reporting, WSMV4.
And flooding impacts so many of our viewers. We did a documentary on it. You can watch Troubled Waters Heightened Risk right now at WSMV.com. You can also read all of our investigations on this topic. They're there as well.
We just got an update to breaking news.